Good morning everyone, I should say afternoon everyone. This is just an apologise regarding my online website marketplace that I'm actually supposed to be making. It's hard to really say, if anything, because eBay and Amazon have got too many users, and obviously too many users makes it absolutely difficult and almost like impossible to start this marketplace. So I'm actually encouraging everyone, if they don't mind, once my Kickstarter goes live, if you could actually kindly enough back up this project, because it's very important that, God forbid, that if we don't, people doesn't get scammed completely blind on eBay and also Amazon. Because I'm not sure if I told you in my previous videos also, when I was looking at Amazon, my account got suspended, and although they said you can actually pay against it, you can't apparently. So practically, this is why I'm making this website called Market Bay. Obviously, it's like a word you could refine from eBay, pretty much. But the only difference with my marketplace rate is obviously I'm charging it fair commission rates. Obviously, there'll be no listing fees compared to what eBay does. Obviously, what disgusts me about eBay, obviously I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, is that eBay will charge you a listing fee, and then also they'll charge you a I think it's called some sort of a category fee. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know is also they do charge a final phase file fee, but obviously that depends on how much items sold for. Just don't guarantee me on that, but just check that website and you'll know what I mean. But I don't know, things with eBay is that it's a very complicated place to use, and it's complete pointless. eBay is probably the most expensive marketplaces to sell an item than Amazon. The only difference between eBay and Amazon, if you compare them both, without mine obviously being the minimum one, is that eBay is more of a marketplace open for both individual private sellers and business owners, where Amazon is more like for the business owners, not the private owners. So in theory, if I was a seller and let's say I got some few items in my garage I don't want, okay, which marketplace do I go for? And Amazon, sorry, but you can't use it, because Amazon will not allow that sort of stuff. It has to be either new or used items that you've bought from wholesalers or from somewhere, and that you sell for a profit. But problem with Amazon in the fee of that side is that if you make like one mistake, which I'm pretty sure everyone makes mistakes these days, is that they will suspend your account, and if you try to pay against it, good luck, because there's no chance of it. It's like if you'll make another account with them under false identity, they'll suspend it straight away, because obviously they know your IP address. And also I've tried this way to get around the system to cause the fact that my appeal got declined. And obviously I thought, well, hang on, you're not giving me another chance here. So I thought, screw it, I'll just make some fake details. But all of a sudden, yeah, it never took long for Amazon to actually find who that account came from by looking at the IP address, and they found it was me. So it didn't matter how many accounts I made, it was pretty much suspend. Where with eBay, yes, I've had difficulties with them, and my experience with eBay, it's been hell, complete hell with them. You know, I remember the first time when I actually joined eBay. I mean, it's about what a couple of years ago, I think it was. And I think it was just one item that I was trying to sell, and obviously it was used in a way, but you know, it had all the serial numbers, it had all the DVDs. It was a more of a collector's item, and I think the game was World of Warcraft, the collectible editions, and because obviously my game wouldn't run on my own computer at that time, it was pointless. I thought, well, I paid all this money for a brand new game, which I did, and I thought, well, if I can't get my money back, then fuck it, I'm going to try and sell it. So I thought, well, eBay must be a good idea, so I tried to sell on eBay. Not one person bought it. So I thought, alright, so took it down, and then all of a sudden I would get a phone call from eBay, you know, threatening me, saying, look, right, you're going to have to pay your eBay fees, so if you don't, you know, we'll take you to a debt entry. I was like, why would you take me to a debt entry for? You know, the fact that my item didn't sell, you know, it's not right, it's not fair. And they were like, well, you know, you must have read our terms and conditions, blah blah blah. I thought, well, you expect everyone to read your terms and conditions in little tiny thin writing. You know, yeah, I saw how much it was going to cost me. I thought, oh, it's going to cost me a couple of quid, that's nothing. But some reason my apparently my outstanding bill rang up to a certain point where eBay said, well, that's it, we're going to take to a debt entry. So yeah, they did. So yeah, that was pretty much a bad experience I've actually had with Amazon, eBay, obviously. You know, and this is why I thought, well, enough's enough. This is why I want to try and invest my own money, my own time, and if possible, to get funding from the public to help me fund this project, because this sort of project is not going to be cheap for me. And you know, if you think about it, and then there's going to be times where I'm going to need staff, because obviously I'm going to be 1 million man, and what to say that, you know, my marketplace grows up to a certain point, like even Amazon, you know, people start using it. I can't keep on managing that website. So it's possible, yeah, I'm going to have to get some sort of staff eventually, but for this time period, no. You know, because I said the whole idea about Market is to run like eBay and Amazon, but in a different way. The only downside to eBay and Amazon, and also now I think Facebook's also, you know, that'll probably apply this policy, is that you cannot sell live pets. Back then, I think Facebook used to allow you to sell live pets, but ever since the policy came out, you can't. So practically, if you try to sell on eBay, they won't let you. If you try to sell on Amazon, they won't let you. Yeah, sure as then like what Gumtree, but when obviously I've sold my snake on Gumtree, yeah. But the downside to with Gumtree is that your ad, it's probably like eBay. If you think about it, like if your item doesn't sell, obviously eBay would charge you for a listing fee to relist the item. Where Gumtree is that they'll give you about, what I think it's about a couple of days to a month, I'm not entirely sure how long they last it for. But obviously that's what Gumtree does. They just put like it's a free website, yeah, fair enough. But I just don't see like any positive side to Gumtree. Like I've tried to sell many items that are quite expensive on Gumtree and it's never worked out for me. Yeah, sure, there's no listing fee on Gumtree for any item. Well, not for like physical items, but when it comes to like a service, then yeah. Or if I'm going to post a job, then yeah, there's a fee. But how much, I'm not sure. So you have to actually go on the website yourself when you get time. Where my market-based website is designed to allow any types of items you want to sell within reason, of course. You know, if you want to sell live pets on my website, people, by all means, do it. Just as long as you give a valid description, you know, a fair title, then I'll say if I think, yep, that seems alright to me, I'll prove it. But if not, sorry, but if you're going to misabuse my system, then your account will be suspended. I will not tolerate this sort of crap from you. Because why should I allow you to sell anything you want that can cause harm and dangerous, and then to find out this person's selling dangerous things that shouldn't be on the marketplace, I want to take it down. So yeah, I have the powers to take down your listing as well as suspend your account. Just a click of a button, just like that. But why would I want to do that? It's the matter of fact that it's just like your decision. I don't know what to say, if anything. So, if possible, why not, back up this project once the Kickstarter is live? And once it is, I'll say I will link it in the description below this video. And as well, if you've got any comments you want to ask me about how this marketplace will run, when it's going to be ready, then feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Okay, thank you.